Hey, I'm Dolphin. I make these ceramic guitar slides, and I just wanted to share. I had a great session with Joe Wilkins a few months ago, filming him play some slide and asking him a bunch of questions, and him giving me a download on some great tips and great advice on slide playing. And he's a great player, as you can see from the videos we put on. Here's 3 great little tips that I think they're quite special in that they might seem obvious. I don't know. They seem obvious, but they also blow my mind at the same time because of the simplicity and how great a difference I can see they'll make. Yeah, you'll see. So I'll play some snippets from the video, and you'll see my interview skills are not very. I mean, this is the first interview I have ever done, chatting with Joe. So I kind of was a bit vague in my questions, just like, hey, let's talk about tone, and you know, made it hard for him to kind of answer in a straightforward way. But I think there's still some magic conversations. So yeah, here's the first one. Open C sharp, is that open D but just
but just down.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't usually use that, but actually, funny enough, just in the last couple of days, I was teaching someone last night, and we were working on slide stuff, and he's talking about he wanted to make it like sound really like moody and like swampy and stuff, and I said, "Oh, tune the guitar down." Yeah, that sort of does it.
So yeah, tuning down, tuning the guitar lower than standard, even lower than D, open D, which is a classic slide tuning, down in C or C sharp, and yeah, like he says, it loosens up the strings. It gives you more swampy blues, cool, darker sound, which can be cool because slide can be quite squeaky, right? So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Here's the next one. You mentioned old strings on the Super as well. Is that kind of similar thing?
Yeah, it is. I've just gotten really into old strings on everything now.
Okay.
As just a general rule, but I know it depends what you're doing, obviously, but
yeah.
But certainly for slide, definitely, because it takes all the zinginess out of them.
Of course.
And
old strings. This is like, to me, this blows my mind because I've always had an intuition like, oh, I love my strings, because I mean I play with my fingers, so I don't really break strings like at all. So I get old strings, and I get people coming through jamming my studio, and they're like, oh, you need to replace the strings, they're a bit old. And I'm like, yeah, but I quite like, there's a kind of, I like the deadening that happens. Like, I mean, the last 4 years I've been taking myself through a bit of a degree I mean, like in mixing and engineering, and a lot of the time I'm finding that you don't want those higher, like Joe says, good word, zinginess to the strings. A lot of the time you want to take that out. It's interrupting with a lot of other things in a mix. Yeah, a lot of the time brightness is overrated or over-emphasized or oversold to us. So older strings, I feel like you get a bit more of a percussive, woody percussive sound, which is great for slide, great in general in my opinion. And the next one, just
Occasionally I'll put flat wounds on, and I love flat wounds for slide
right,
because you don't get that scratchiness on
right,
around.
yeah,
It's really good for
Flats.
recording
yeah,
because you don't get that sort of like that metallic
yeah.
thing.
Flat wound strings. I mean, similar to the old strings, just taking the zinginess out, but also taking the zinginess out of the actual sliding between the strings. Great for acoustic. I mean, I'll make another video at some point. I've just ordered some flat wounds for my acoustic, so that would be fun to do some videos with the slide and see the sounds. But yeah, let me know in the comments if any of those were or are as cool as I think they are, and yeah, it'd be good to hear from you and talk. Hope you got something from them. Yeah, enjoy. That's cool, man.